He says 3 minutes, so that gives us time to check the deck set.
Okay. So what is the next one? Do you know?
I did sort them. Check if anyone else is playing now. Han was playing some Tyrell Mummers. Interested to try that and see what's going on. So these two we've had, I've closed them now. And the next one is 2 p.m. So he's playing against Philine. I think if I sorted them correctly, it's wars against Qohor. So let's have a look. So this is the deck they copied from Francisco's Starek Faders. Didn't even make the cut. But what's it all about? Let's check the plot. So plays first Snow and the Harris and draw an econ basically and the strain boost thingy. So Qohor, 3 Laytons. I've had the pleasure of playing against that. It does some work, to be fair. Wardens.
I've heard Francisco say this is now the best Tyrell card after rotation.
It's not bad. It kind of puts stuff in and immediately stands and stuff. It's pretty impressive. Guard Green Hand for the strength boost. Seals are here. So not like a huge variety of different cards. It's just those that really work.
I have to say it's weird to see when they play. I don't even perceive everything that's happening with Leighton.
Yeah, and what's the character? So it's the ones that have Renown, Randall, and Renly are here.
The good stuff.
Which Night of Flowers are we playing? The event one. It's low in events, but it's a cheap Renown.
Yeah, I think it's just good.
And which Garland are we playing? Also the cheap Renown.
Makes sense.
Do we play any Marjorie? We do. The expensive Renown.
One Marjorie.
Okay, so to be fair, it does need these two that actually do have Renown. So can you gain Renown? Let's have a look. So Warden.
I think Warden's... No, it doesn't do it. Okay.
No, just... It's just a stand attachment.
Which I think... I don't understand how this works. So after it enters play with Leighton, it stands him, but it has to be nailed. So is that normal to happen?
After yeah, so if not Leighton needs himself to put this into play on himself, and then it boosts his strength.
But it should enter play nailed. So do you
have nailed? No, it shouldn't. That should not work then. Yeah.
Okay. Because I've seen that working, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to work.
But it works with Qohor, right? So it comes in.
It does work with
on. I mean, it comes in on Renly and stands him. If it comes in on Randall, then it offers both triggers itself and Randall's trigger.
Because I also don't know if it enters play nailed, if it's like basically nailed and doesn't have a small... Because on Iron Throne, even when stuff enters play, it kind of looks standing and then it's nailed immediately. If you know what I mean.
Let's just quickly have started to see. So this is Gabi's Good Stuff Wars that we've seen many times. It changes a little
by rotation, basically.
Nightmares loses. It changes Roberts a little bit, so it's the control one here, which against all the stand, he needs Delena. Delena is the one that stops. But there are milks in Qohor, right? Did I miss the... No, there are 2 milks.
Of course, why not? But there are 3 sweet slips, so...
3 sweet slips, which can be played on your guys or on the guys that want to take attachments, which is really nasty. Who plays 3 sweet slips?
But there is some really annoying interaction with Blessed by the Maiden in Qohor.
Breaking Ties for Randall as well. Nightmares is there, so... It has counterplay, but if the game goes long, he'll be giving prize away. King in the North will not work because the guys will have the king trait. Pointy End works, so Harris works. He has counterplay here. But the main thing, Robert keeping everyone net, might not work out, so we'll see. Could be quite quick, this. So let's see how it goes. It's game 2, so he has a match point here.
So
he'll still be undefeated. I think he's also...
marching?
Ooh. He's also winning the pavilion points battle in this one because he plays 3 games every week and
I
he
think
keeps winning them.
yeah, I think we should make our mission to kick him out of before he comes to the cut, so I have a
I
chance.
I don't think if you play 1 game every round, if you play all 8 rounds, you have 8 wins. I don't think you're beating him even then
Oof, okay.
because he plays 5 rounds for 3 games of 15. He just needs to win 8 out of 15 to get as many as you would get with a perfect record. He's already almost there, so
Well, I mean, takes a lot of effort, so I guess
he deserves the points, I
he
think.
deserves some points for that.
But he'll get Bara points and probably kick me out of top spot.
Exactly. I think we've been discussing who could be a good candidate for a regent, for 8 regents next year. And we were saying who would be the best for each faction. I think you nominated Gabi for Baratheon.
Yeah. Question is whether he would be interested in that because he played on the winning team, and at least from my perspective, when I played on the winning team first year on Bara, I thought we can only lose from here. You can't. I mean, you can.
Or you
If
want
you
to
lose,
defend the title.
yeah, defending the title is There's some value in trying to do that. Sure, yeah. But now that Baran's 1-2, for instance, I kind of don't have that urge to play Bara again. If I didn't myself. If I hadn't won it myself yet, I would. But I kind of want to do the Greyjoy Lannister underachieving Stark type of action.
There's the Red Priest already.
Yeah, might as well take the one that could be too quick for you. Going first, so it benefits from no attachments.
Did he want the initiative and decided to go first? Yes. Is there any intimidate in Tyrell Qohor?
No, I don't think so. Is there?
I don't know. I don't know what Tyrell attachments do.
I think I have all the decks open here as well, so let's see. No. Ooh, there's Blessed by the Maiden. That's gonna be fun when that's played on a character with Sweet Sleep and we have to argue about what should fall off. I should unprofessionally eat chocolate now, apologies in advance. Didn't find anything more threatening than Hightower Spy.
That's not a good sign, I think. Or maybe there's some stuff that's like 2 copies in hand, so you say, okay, just take Cardosis. There's no more Ghoulies, right? In either decks.
Harris for Tyrell, as you said, and Bara has Matkins Command and Harris in 10 plots. Usually, when I played Bara Wars, just found a spot for Murgulis as well. Because it's just so many situations, even if you had 7 plots, you would not consider it, right? Because your deck is not really built for Morgulis, but just situations you come across where. And if you have 10 spots, squeeze it in. Okay, Matkins Command, he has End Breaking Ties and Harris, so. It's not amazing pace. Now, what's the Bara ambush options? Because this is not normal, right? For Bara to carry.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Maybe I mean, there's events. If you had 3 events that cost you 1 each.
But there's no natural ambush, right?
There's no ambush.
There's City Arch or something like that. What's with the outside of action window?
I got some cancel windows that you have to pass, I guess. For the bounty, I think that was.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is now not looking brilliant for Gabi. On the other hand, it's late summer festival, so If Tyrell wants to do challenges, maybe I can give cards away, give him a chance to recover. But 5 gold to carry through. I mean, even if he plays breach position, has really nothing to do. So nightmares is.
You have to do nightmares and sin.
Oh, does he have like 3 sin in flames? That would be pretty decent, to be fair.
Maybe, but
Then you go breaking ties next round.
breaking ties is what, return to hand, so
Return random to hand.
bodyguard does not work. Yeah.
We might want to breaking ties and then break 3 sin in flames.
But you need that cheap bastard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to break ties with Robert, right?
But is he keeping the red priest alive? So at the moment
They can defend, yeah.
but if he does power first and Qohors, well, intrigue first, yeah.
I think you want to do. Ooh, okay.
Well, he knew that was coming as well.
So waited for this and then he can trigger it.
Clearly, there's no
sin flames.
Sin in flames either, so.
And maybe he wanted it in play first and then sin in flames to take what this guy finds.
Why not just take the guy? Then he finds nothing.
It's not a very
Is it the guy? I don't think it's a guy.
Oh, it's a girl, sorry.
Would the guy be an informer ever?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they are.
Okay. Dornish spy is also good. And Red Keep spy.
Okay. I think it's a gender term though.
I think it's easier to be a spy for a girl.
But isn't Varys a spy?
Yeah.
The
It's not
biggest
very
spy.
secretive though. He's like
Biggest, he's the most secret.
everyone knows he's a spy, right?
He
It's
has
like
little birds or like
unofficial
small
spy
children.
there. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of time to think through this. Well, takes Econ Nightmares and Shrewd Diplomat away, so that the other 2 cards must be better. And we're killing Red Priest, I think. Question is, are we also milking Robert? Because I think he might keep Chad's alive, Nelt, and then Randall is there by himself to be nightmares and such. Or return to hand even.
Feels weird that you keep 5 gold.
Feels horrible.
It does.
I mean, I don't know, it has to be limited or something, because if there were events, you'd have played them, and you just play a random Acolyte of the Shadow or whatever, right? Especially having played Red Priest.
Okay. Can you highlight?
One guard the green hand.
Yeah.
It will give plus Anna to each unique one, so Randall Tarley will have like a crossing effect. He can stand himself on each challenge. Not amazing econ for Tyrell though, right? So Tyrell played Bounty this round and played the econ plot. So next round, Breaking Ties returns Old Town to hand, which, okay, it cannot. It's loyal. Oof, well, never mind. I was going to say then there's quite a tempo hit to have to replay that and the
But the
tapestry.
attachment provides also some econ.
It does provide econ. That's true.
It's a very good attachment.
Have not used it personally.
Did you play Tyrell since it came out?
No. I played melee Stalek. Did not use it.
Sure.
Red Priest does not feel confident it can defend itself on the military. I mean, it seems pretty obvious that it cannot, so it's just going to oppose this.
There's about 10 ways to stand Randall, I think.
There's one event that could have been used on Old Town, but Philine waiting. The Old Town trigger.
I mean, she already won power.
Yeah. Also, there's a danger of seeing in flame, so might as well do it in dominance, I think.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's the last chance actually because Red Priest is going. So there's another one, right? Yeah. So there's that. I mean, it's a trade. You don't have a hand. I have a really crappy board and a really crappy start. We'll see. It looks better for Tyrell still, especially since Tyrell has coppers.
Yeah, and if they find a dupe for, if they find the dupe for Randall, that's.
Mm.
The thing is, do you want to milk Robert because you have to trade your 2 cost attachment for that?
Skipping the informal, that's the thing it's doing at the moment. So
Yeah.
maybe Old Town if Old Town triggers, which it should.
But you remember how we were watching that one game Dennis played and he didn't milk Robert in time and then just kept everything melt for a little bit?
Yes, and then he lucked into a win. Old Town wasn't triggered. That hurts me.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
not a
it's
great
one
moment.
card in hand. That's the one time you want to trigger Old Town the most.
Yeah. Not great, but it's gonna be guaranteed now with high towers.
By the way, this girl, right, every time there's a Qohor trigger or something, she will filter 3. But if you have 0 hand, she just throws them away. Otherwise, she finds the best cards.
Well, King in the North.
And she won't do it this time, and Old Town also is nailed now.
Yeah, and is gonna stop Randall from going crazy, but is there a king attachment?
There is a king attachment, yes.
The King of Roses or something?
Crown of Golden Roses.
Yeah.
The problem with that is if you put it in and Randall's already nailed, it doesn't naturally give him plus strength. You need to trigger it. You can't trigger it because it's King in the North. And
yeah, but Intrigue. Intrigue might be easy.
yeah, for sure you can manipulate it.
It sucks the most if it comes with Melisandre, I think. Stannis.
Okay, Sweet Sleep.
I mean, I would.
Ooh, Sweet Sleep goes on Robert. Does he have another Sweet Sleep? Because Sweet Sleep on Randall Tarley seems like it stops everything, right? Okay, but the Blessed by the Maiden interaction.
But it doesn't work this round. You have to be first player for the Blessed by the Maiden to work. And you have to it doesn't have that many attachments to work with, so you have to do first Blessed by the Maiden. And then if you put Blessed by the Maiden on this round, it doesn't work at all, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be blank next round, and next round you can't choose again. Which is that correct?
I'm not gonna think about it. Sorry. I mean, it makes everything else fall off as well, so you have to trade it away after Sweet Sleep falls off anyway. So it's a bit of a nightmare because you don't have the 1,000 attachments to trade. You have some now, though. Okay, and he does get the King attachment, so
from hand, so it's gonna stand right away. But not really big.
Standing from this, so yeah, he's fine.
Standing from several places.
He's fine now, yeah. If he was Sweet Slipped, he would not be so fine.
Yeah, maybe better would be Sweet Sleep on him.
He's on Robert now, so it will keep everyone except Randall net, and maybe he thinks he can fight against Randall with his two bigs. By the way,
no high tower spies coming in also.
The Harris, we said, is a thing, so we'll get rid of Stannis. Sure. Do you want to do power? Just so that Stannis draws? Or are you defending?
Have to do it. With at least Stannis and the reducer, right? Because otherwise he just
I mean, it's not guaranteed if high tower spy comes in.
Oh, there's still high tower spy.
You have to do it with Robert as well if you want to really guarantee it, but I'm not sure it's worth it. Okay, just trying to kneel one out.
But Randall never kneels.
I defend with Randall and just stand him back.
Does he have nightmares?
Of course.
Like, it has to be played now, though.
Has to be played now, but then he's not going to defend, so that defeats the purpose.
But if he defends, he immediately stands, right?
Mm-hmm. No, the great plan. Well, at least you didn't give power on the faction card to be stolen, so whatever.
But on attack, you're not necessarily winning right now. But with high tower spy, you might. I think you do military first, trigger high tower spy, then you can do power with all of them. But there's no power on the faction card, so it doesn't really matter hugely.
No.
And he has one stand from his ability left and one stand from the attachment left. And then if you trade attachment away, it resets.
Power is being gathered on Randall Dome. That's not super useful power because breaking ties is a thing.
Yeah, I mean, but the informer will filter out cards till it finds a Randall dupe.
Well, no. It's King in the North now, so if that's played next round, he's just gone.
Yeah, but right now he also has to then trade Stannis away or Robert away.
That's the bastard of Robert, surely.
Jing asks who win the first game. It was Baratheon won the first game. Played a very anti-shadow deck against Assault from the Shadows. So yeah, but 1 point up.
Yeah. This one goes 1-1. Then the decider is, I think this was uniting the realm for Baratheon, and I don't remember what Tyrell has.
I think they're playing White Book from what I remember. And what's the last deck? I'm not entirely sure.
Reigns.
Reigns, okay.
Yeah, that could be interesting. But okay, let's wait for this one. This one's not over yet. A long way from that actually.
It is, but
Would it not be more important to invest in the military? I guess you can't. Whatever you do, you can't really. It's just going to be defended powers, the
I
one that's
mean,
been
you could
granted.
try. You could try with the spy. Spy.
Ah, there goes the spy.
There goes the spy. Yeah. Oh, you can't trigger the spy. What are you talking about?
No, you can trigger, but it can come in.
But it can do military. You can't invest in military.
We kind of knew that he had this because he didn't play anything in round one, so I think it's fair enough that he now has this after that start.
Yeah. I mean, it's even a good position for the Harris for Tyrell here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Stannis didn't get to draw.
I think Gabi is saying he would like some characters
Yeah.
rather than just events. Can imagine how it feels because you have a annoying event that annoy your opponent, but is it actually winning? I think it could if you have one bastard of Robert to do a good breaking ties.
Mm-hmm.
But what is he taking? Oh, he took Blessed by the Maiden. So that weird sweet sleep interaction is something he's keeping in mind, I suppose. And since Bellegarde goes, that would be nice on Old Town.
By the way, there is a pointy end. How do you
Oh,
play around pointy end on Randall? Because it's either attachments or it's the power that goes.
well,
Might be that next actually. Now is Zoltan going to be triggered?
well, now is Robert trying to keep Randall nerd? I don't think so, because another spy in hand. So just keep the shots nerd anyway.
Mhm.
Mm.
Still, Zoltan doesn't trigger, and if it's a close game, then this is.
I mean, Oldham can trigger this round.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So we're still at one missed Zoltan. Okay, I'll keep count if there's more than one.
It's
Then
even more important that it would have triggered previous round in this case, but there we go.
goes for that breaking ties. Now, if he doesn't want Randall to get duped, he has to go first, but then he has half a chance of coming back out. That's the thing.
I mean, the econ, like I said, is not the best.
Yeah.
She's gonna have 6 gold to work with, and I don't know if there's bounty or not, but he checked and maybe not.
Stan is going, and you're not going to Robert Randall away, are you?
I mean, I don't know. Consider the Alchemist not stay?
This one's three. No, it's
No,
two.
it's 2, so why did it go?
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe he wants him in the deck to shuffle, to, trigger his ability.
Well, he is an amazing breaking ties guy. Would prefer another lord though.
But oh yeah, if you have another rule, it only works. So you might just do it now, right?
4 gold, 5 gold, 6 gold, just enough to play Randall with no attachments.
But or if there is instead bounty as well, then enough to play Randall with attachments, like that.
Mm-hmm. But he knows the hand, except for 2 cards.
The last 2 cards she drew Randall and bounty.
Alistair also, I mean, you preferred Buster Robert because he can also just be aired. He has air as well. Like, okay.
Does it immediately?
Just going to use this kind of a choke now more than anything.
Oh, but he goes to hand anyway.
Randall goes to hand.
Yeah, I just realized. I thought he goes in. I always forget I thought both go to the deck, but and something else coming.
Melisandre. So could have waited to get the kneel as well, but it is risky. For the time when he left play, there was nothing to kneel anyway, but if he waited for challenges phase.
There is bounty.
Well, that's rough. He's gonna come back with everything now.
And breaking ties can only be used one time.
Mm-hmm. Unless you magically develop another opponent in the middle of the game. To be fair, this text is a bit goofy. You're not gonna play that in melee. Sacrifice your board to affect everyone a little bit.
But we did play it in 2v2 and it was really fun.
In 2v2 it was nice, yeah, because one player just does a double breaking ties on the opponents. A bit of choke that is super nice.
I think I would just play out the same board that I had before. Although I think much better if Archivist is still here to have a claim soak guy. But okay, it's easy to defend him as well.
Yeah, but now you just played the Harris. Interesting. So Melisandre is here to stay. Play some attachments, get some milks. Bara has no draw.
Yeah, I think he's just coming back the way he was.
Yeah. Gabi says he panicked about Dope being there, which we talked about to be fair, so it was a legitimate concern, but now it's backfired.
Yeah, I mean the play makes sense, but kind of risky.
He waited and there's no dupe, right? He triggers Alistair, get rid of Randall and Niels, whatever other character there is, if there is one.
If you're gonna march Melisandre, you can kneel one with Melisandre, kneel one with Randall, with Alistair, and remove one with Breaking Ties.
Yeah, no, Melisandre is not even happening and he spent all the scene in flames.
So doesn't martial attachment, but keeps gold for the
Interesting.
The guy?
For the guy, yes. Trigger Old Town.
I mean, you now want to wait for the guy and then trigger Old Town, right?
Okay, let's establish what guy is the guy.
High Tower Spy. Also maybe a lady, but...
High Tower Spy, yeah, but you get... so you need to kind of trigger the Informer first, because that messes everything up if it draws after. So you trigger that first, then you trigger High Tower Spy, then you trigger Old Town for what spin rebuild.
I had strong dislike for this Tyrell Old Town decks where you have to do all these triggers to draw stuff correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a long while to get it right in 8 regions.
Well,
okay.
Guy could be lost.
I mean, if Guy is lost now, it sucks.
Is Hightower Spy a guy?
No, I think it's also a lady. Ooh, Renly is lost.
He could have been an option instead of Randall.
I think she would be happy to lose the guy instead of Renly.
Yeah, but he can be a bit awkward though, with Robert there.
But there's no...
Oh, here we go. So that's coming on Randall now.
What's going on?
Nightmares.
Ah, okay.
Maybe the damage, but still empty. And I mean, you have counterplay as Tyrell. He can even stand, but okay, he's not gonna get hit now, so it's not that important this round.
He can't stand the Philine and martial attachment.
Yeah, but it can be covered in surely.
Yes.
The warden thingy.
Warden of the South. Right?
Even seal of the hand can be played. So at the moment it's still not too bad, but
now you can defend because you're not gonna stand on defense, and then if you...
he can win on defense.
Yeah, but then you can Qohor.
You can Qohor with the spy.
Guy, okay, sure.
Yeah. Just don't leave it and lose the informant. That would be the worst thing.
But Gab is in an awkward position with Robert Trigger anyway, right? Because Melisandre's the only other thing of value here. This one you can't defend. I don't think if you want to Qohor and get Renly standing again.
Not worth it. Okay, so are we doing the sequence correctly? We are. Informer first. So we lose Autumn, Guard, Greenhand, and Layton. Layton's pretty good here. And reveals Guard Grouse, which can now be drawn. He will have Military and Renown, which is kind of perfect. Yeah, that was a well done sequence here. And now, if you want Randall to stand, you can Qohor attachment down to him. You also might not. You could just take the win on the power challenge and do your stuff next round. So what's the attachment he has? He has the Crown of Golden Roses. Can't trade that for seal. Okay, that makes sense. But you will lose econ from that. And the +1 for him on every challenge. Now Nightmares has been played, maybe won't be another one. On the other hand, he needs an initial stand, right? Because of Robert. Question is, do you do military? Or do you stand him in dominance and his last standing? Oh, this thing is still doing its thing. Limit twice. Oof. Okay. Filter another 3. Okay, let's check what Gabi's draw options are to recover. He has pointy end. He could pointy end seal away. If Randall is nailed, he could stay nailed now. But I don't think so because 3 cards have been drawn. I've just been dominance. Okay, it's gonna take military.
You can still trade seal into Warden of the South.
No draw, by the way, just none whatsoever.
Stand him again.
But you can top deck your way.
Bastards of Robert.
Yeah, you can top deck your way out of trouble. For instance, you top deck Delena. She grabs the bastard.
Bastard grabs something else.
Yeah, and then Delena is there to mess with Randall as well. So, and suddenly the game is completely different.
Delena is with. Oof, doesn't take the attachment, so how's he standing now? But on the other hand, I mean,
yeah,
doesn't.
Anyway.
I think it makes sense because he's in danger of standing so easily.
Played around pointy end with this as well. Lose all attachments basically, right? If you had two on him.
Yeah. And what are plots for Qohor now?
Maiden. Ooh, we go air.
Interesting. Maiden.
Do you air Melisandre away to get Delena? Then you didn't need to keep her standing if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, but maybe you didn't want. I mean, maybe you did want to keep the 2 spice now just in case.
Could he find Beric and lock Randall? He finds Delena. She's going to take a bastard, and there we are. So that was pretty decent. That was available from the plot twist, but no Melisandre. No. That's good.
And how many milks did Philine throw away with this spy? I think some were gone, or some were taken as well.
There's no milks in the. There's one milk in the discard pile.
I think Sinin plays might have taken one.
One's still available.
Just 2 in the deck?
Yes, 2 in the deck.
So, better not have a sweet sleep for Delena.
Yes, 3 for some reason.
I mean, it's a card that's well useful. Isle of Raven's also good. It's gonna put milks back.
Okay, we've gone full Voltron on Randall, which could be tricky if he's now nailed or prevented from standing. Yeah. And if there's a red priest to take whatever ambush was gonna come in. Games can go down here remarkably quickly if Bara finds answers. So this need to need one character. And Robert. Still only need though.
I mean,
you do get a window if you want. Is there a way to stand him?
well, there's probably a spy.
Oh, he can stand with this.
Hmm.
Yeah, he can stand with this. Makes sense.
But his strength should be at 6 now. At 5, 6.
And the defense, right? Yeah, they do realize so. I don't think it will matter. Whatever he participates in, he will win, and whatever he doesn't, he will not, of course. You have to win a challenge with him on attack to milk the Lena. But when you do milk the Lena, you probably... Oh, he has the crown, though. That's what limit twice. So you milk the Lena, you throw something else away, then crown can stand him. What I do when I have the Lena and some Nil, I play really slowly for starts to use their armory, and if they don't, we go into challenges. If you ask them if they have actions, which is the fair thing to do, then they realize that there must be some action. I must
that's, yeah, that's the thing with the marshalling actions. I think if you give like a solid 10 seconds and they don't do it, you're free to pass, right?
I think so.
And if they don't write anything. Because when you ask someone, do you have an action? I only do it if I know that I want them to spend something. Because otherwise you're just reminding them.
Yeah, we could eventually implement a system where marshalling actions need to be passed like anything else. Avoid a bunch of problems, actually. We had some controversy in 8 regions as well, and there was a Crescent played and marshalling passed before he could be used.
And I think in
yeah, he's going to
he's
win.
gonna be on a post. I would say I think there would be a nice system if you could do marshalling actions the same way, where you can do reactions to some to something being played or some location being triggered, where you click past in the end of the round. And
Yes.
Yeah. But this took away Crown of Gold now?
Well, then he's not going to stand this.
Well, maybe if there's still a spy coming.
Does it reveal a 0 cost?
I don't know how many 0 cost is in the deck. Is there a pencil? I don't think it exists in Battle.
No.
Warden of the South.
Yeah, that's good for Tyrell now. Really good. Bara tried their best, honestly, but the Crown of Golden Roses being there in marshalling was like the one thing that...
Yeah. I mean, the spy could trigger on himself and win an intrigue challenge to milk the Lena, but still next round they could already win instead him next round.
Well, can you close? Look at the opposed power. That's 13. There's some Old Town going around as well.
So this is now 9 strength.
Yeah.
Not sure
As
if
I
it
said,
matters.
it doesn't matter because whatever he does, he wins. to stop him doing it. If Old Town hits, I think it might be kept at 14, and then there's still a pointy end window, but actually priced.
This one already has priced, yeah.
I think it might be enough now. So if you can win,
it might actually just be enough.
dominance
with Old Town anyway.
in Old Town.
Because you are winning dominance currently, I think. You have to defend, so you have 5, and Tyrell has 6 in dominance, I think. Or even 7 with Warden. So I think you win dominance, and then we have Old Town option, and then if that doesn't work, I do think there's price already, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not even going to wait for it. It needs something like Uneasy Truth to be revealed to stop price happening. Which, to be fair,
could have kept location snelled, but if there was a price coming, you could kept Old Town and just so.
So that play where he did Alistair. Okay, I think Renly would have been marshalled that round, right? Instead. That was then discarded for Inter claim, but he got a kneel from that as well. I think he needed to risk it there, really. But okay, couldn't really count on. I mean, if there wasn't bounty, Randall would come out without attachments in theory, doing okay. But yeah. But it's price coming.
It's price coming anyway.
Yeah. Oh, actually.
Is there not price coming?
Yeah, but there's pointy and price is before pointy.
Yeah, I think so. Is it for sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so 1-1. This is gonna be an exciting decider.
So what did I say? Reigns against Uniting.
Oh, the Gregor.
Yeah.
Gregor Voltron.
It's going to be fascinating. Just see if they're going to start. Yeah, that was a rough start, really. I mean, if he could have competed a little bit, right? And then plots like Pointy End come into effect, and to Harris.
By the way, in the meantime, you said you were curious about Hanno's game. He got pyrotechnic.
That's fun. Was he angry about it?
He wasn't happy.
That's what we have now. I mean, to be fair, there's without Morgulis and Personal, it does kind of call for Chuds to be played, but then Pyro Danny plays on them.
Pyro Danny is horrible for Chuds because she can still kill them with just playing events. And people say you can, but if you want to milk her, there's always Card, the shitty little brother that she has.
Yeah, you're not milking Targaryen characters.
No, it's never.
People who say that are just, I don't know if they're intentionally trying to annoy you, but you're not milking Targaryen characters. At least you're not counting on that as being an answer. It's like saying you're going to need Stark characters. No, you're not. That's true. Are we going to put negative attachments on Night's Watch? Probably also not, right? 2 minutes, okay.
2 minutes?
That means we check the decks. 5 drop lots, yeah.
Just quickly looking at the game that Urs is playing against Peter Shook, and Peter Shook is playing a prince that was promised, but there is actually a Voltron Miri in play. She's not a prince.
What red keep is there?
Yeah, red keep is there. But she can be in multiple challenges, I think. Because Queen's Guard on her.
Yeah, some were saying with summer being gone that it's rough to do the exchange, double exchange deck now. I don't know if that's the case, but possibly. I have not played with the rotation stuff yet. Obviously, a little bit busy, but maybe next week and the week after we'll try a little bit and see how much Pyro Danny there is. And as a Baratheon player, I mean, Throne Chamber traitors and usually don't push it through.
Must be nice being a Baratheon player.
Yeah, finally there's
sorry for being salty.
Some kind of answer, right, to the popular thing in the meta that Baratheon has and the others don't.
Whatever.
Almost never been the case in the past.